would like to say that most of the family businesses today are in the stage of having a prosperous business. But the key here is, how do you shift the business into an enterprise? The key here is, when you have profit, when you have the business and you want to make it prosperous and make it part of the legacy, you want it to last for the next generations. Can the business do it? Might not be. It has to evolve into an enterprise. So what is an enterprise, if I may ask you? An enterprise is not just an operating business, right? An enterprise is a combination of all the interests of the family, including those investments that generates profit, whether it's business or it's shares of stocks, equity, most especially their foundations, the relationship. How do you manage that? And if you're going to go back to the science, the Family Business 101, where family business has 3 circles. One is a family, second circle is the business, and the third one is as ownership. And if you're going to ask yourself and discover deeply about where we spend most of our time, where do you think? And money. It is in the business, right? So we spend so much of time, energy to grow the business, but we only spend a little time on the family. But we all know that if you want to convert the business into an enterprise so that it can sustain, it can achieve longevity and build legacy, it has to be the business has to be an enterprise. And so management of a family is very important. But what about in the ownership? How much time did we think about how to structure ownership so that we can seamlessly pass it on to the next generation? What about when there is unfortunate breakup of marriage from the second generation? How do we keep that shares of stocks, that ownership within the family? These are questions that I'm sure have been answered by some, and to many, it's still a question. But I think where I'm driving at right now is that in the enterprise level, we know that it is only in this organization that it can be sustainable. It can create longevity. It can create that legacy that will be passed on across the generations.